Playing pickleball is easy. It's not hard to pick up the rules, and anyone can go out and start smacking around the balls on a court. Yet, when you play more and face up against more formidable opponents, you begin to realize that perhaps the game isn't as straightforward as you had once thought. Pickleball contests have nuance, strategy, and a rhythm to them. Understanding when to defend and when to attack is one such detail. Today's video, we will go over the basics of dinking versus attacking while providing ways to improve your pickleball attack game. We're also going to talk about how to capitalize on your opponent's dead dinks. Hello and welcome to Pro Pickleball Media, your #1 spot for all pickleball content. Our channel is dedicated to the fastest growing sport in the US, and we cover all fun and exciting things related to pickleball. So if you love pickleball and want to learn more about it, just take a second to subscribe and press the bell icon so you don't miss any of our recent videos. In today's video, we're going to talk about the best ways to attack dinks and dominate the net in pickleball. Make sure to stick around to the end of this video where we will reveal the ultimate strategies to win dink battles in pickleball. Now let's get right into the video. To dink or not to dink? That is the question. One of the most crucial questions you'll need to answer as a pickler is, when should I speed up my shot and when should I dink the ball? This is not the same question that the great Bard posed over 420 years ago, but it is still relevant. To be honest, there isn't a straightforward answer. As with so many questions of optimal strategy, the correct response is, it depends. In spite of this uncertainty, we do know that whether we're going for a dink or a speed-up shot, we want them to look identical to our opponents. That necessitates us to conceal our true goals from them, making them vulnerable to whatever may come their way. We've prepared a drill for you to use as preparation. 2 slow, 1 fast. Find a wall to practice on and position yourself approximately 7 feet away from it. To make a ball bounce back to you, gently dink it against the wall. Don't be afraid to dink it again. Then on the 3rd attempt, fire at a faster pace. The aim is to repeat the sequence of shots as many times as possible. You'll fire 2 slow rounds, then 1 rapid fire one. Practice making sure your paddle is always in ready position and not revealing your next shot's target. Your arm and shoulder should be loose, and it should be obvious how fast your paddle is moving when you move it towards the ball. Doing this over and over again will teach you to anticipate these soft shots and learn to mask the sped up ones. Now, before we move ahead to talk about more game-changing pickleball tips, please take a second to like this video and subscribe to our channel so that we can keep bringing more informative pickleball content to you. Your little contribution means a lot for us. Practice with your forehand and backhand. To step your practice up a notch, instead of catching the ball and resetting the progression, let the ball hit your paddle after the sped-up shot to reset the progression more naturally and keep the practice going. Pull out the practice machine. If you've already gotten the hang of hitting against the wall, it's time to move on to the NVZ line and have the ball machine spit balls at you while you stand there. Repeat the same steps as practice, 2 declaration shots and a dink. The use of both forehands and backhands. The key is to maintain a short backswing and a consistent motion with each shot. Take it out of the air. When the ball is in flight, it's best to launch an attack. By not letting the ball bounce in the kitchen first, you may be able to take your opponent off surprise and give them less time to respond. In spite of this, you can still dink the ball even if you knock it out of the air. You should aim to hit the ball before it bounces while using the wall or the ball machine. Let the ball determine if you should go 2 dinks or 1 speed up. You should speed up your shot if you feel confident doing so for a particular ball. Dink it if it's close to your feet or if you're not confident in your ability to hit it with more force. To ensure that you're giving equal time to both your backhand and forehand, make sure to alternate between the two. Doing this over and over again will teach you to anticipate the soft shots and learn to mask the sped up ones. Get some forehand and backhand practice in. To take your practice to the next level, try letting the ball hit your paddle after the accelerated shot rather than catching it and restarting the progression. Take it to a match. To improve our performance in competition, we engage in regular training. After practicing attacking and dunking for a while, you're ready to incorporate it into your game. This can make you feel uneasy and out of place if you let the game come to you rather than actively pursue it. But putting these abilities to the test in real-world context is crucial. You'll need to make choices during the game on how aggressive or passive you want to be. But that doesn't give you license to go crazy on the field. The key is to adapt your frame of mind to the specifics of the moment. No need to worry if you make a mistake. That's how progress is made. After all, rather than sitting on your hands and waiting for an opening to present itself, try getting into the swing of things and squeezing in a few attack shots. You can also dink the ball more than usual instead of trying to force shots. If you change up your usual approach, you can see how much more you're capable of and learn when and how to employ each of these shots to their full potential. If you can, try to be forceful and aggressive with your dinks. You can use spins such as slice, backspin, topspin, or side spin to achieve this goal. A pickleball hit with a slice or backspin dink will have backspin, causing it to skid or skip when it hits the court. However, the top spin dink will be slanted in the direction of your opponent, generating speed and resulting in a higher bounce off the court. Additionally, a pickleball with side spin will move in the direction of the spin and can result in unusual bounces off the court. Be aggressive and apply pressure when possible. When waiting in the kitchen line, you can choose from a variety of dinks. Simple dinks to get the pickleball back over the net are called non-purposeful dinks. However, there's also purposeful dinks, where the player aims to be more direct and hostile in order to exert more pressure on the opposition. Strong placement, spin, extra speed, or sharp angles are all examples of the types of aggressive dinks that can be used. The shots your opponents hit at you will have a significant impact on where and how you choose to hit back. If your opponent hits a harmless dink, for example, you could respond with a harder, more calculated dink of your own. You and your partner may need to hit a more passive dink back to your opponents if they hit an aggressive dink to you both. If you can, try to be forceful and aggressive with your dinks. You can use spins such as slice, backspin, topspin, or sidespin to achieve this goal. A pickleball hit with a slice or backspin dink will have backspin, causing it to slide or skip as it hits the court. However, the top spin dink will be slanted in the direction of your opponent, generating speed and resulting in a higher bounce off the court. Additionally, a pickleball with side spin will go in the direction of the spin and can result in unusual bounces off the court. You can also put your opponent under pressure by hitting your dink with more speed or pace, which is easiest when using topspin, or by hitting your dink at an aggressive angle to force them to the sidelines, or by hitting your dink down to your feet. You can also put your pressure on by hitting your dink with more speed or pace, which is easiest when using topspin, by hitting it at a steep angle to force your opponent off the court, or by hitting it aggressively at their feet. So do you prefer dinking or attacking in pickleball? Tell us in the comments. Also, don't forget to like this video and share with your fellow picklers. Also, if you love pickleball, then make sure to watch this next video on our channel. Thanks for watching. Bye.